We would be honored if you would join us.
Hey everyone, how's it going? It's that midpoint of the year, very exciting 6 months. I don't know where it's gone. It's this 2025 has just skyrocketing past us before our very eyes. But the exciting part about getting halfway through the year is being able to assess the collection and the action figures that have come out so far, which is something I've tried to do over the last few years, and in the past. At the end of the year, I always do a top 10, so I like to do a little bit of a top 5 and sort of pick out a few figures from the first half of 2025. First up, we're going to be looking at the vintage collection. So, I'm going to count back from. I'm going to give one honorable mention, and then we're going to count back from 5 to my favorite one so far in 2025. Looking forward to seeing how it changes towards the end of 2025 when we get there. Some good stuff to come. So let's jump into it. All right, let's kick things off. Honourable mention. This one is pretty new to my collection and is desperate for another. It is the Snowtrooper. Yeah, it's an amazing figure. Really happy with this one. Like I said, I've only had this for not even a week at this point. Very excited. One of my most recent reviews I've done on a Star Wars figure has been the Snowtrooper here. Definitely going to be looking for at least a second one. If I can get more than a couple, that'd be awesome. If I can fit into my budget, if not, one more will do. I'll be happy to have a couple of these. I've seen a lot of people army building these and getting 20 or 30 of them, and I get it. They're damn good. It's the perfect Snowtrooper in my opinion, at least in 3 3/4 inch scale. They've done an absolute phenomenal job. And he comes in as my honourable mention. So we'll move him down the back there. Now, number 5 is a interesting one. This one is an improvement over an already released figure. And the packet comes in is absolutely fantastic. This one comes in at number 5 for me. Sabine Ren. Now with the correct size helmet. Yeah, I really did like the original figure. Just the helmet was terrible. But the rest of the figure, I've become a really big fan of Sabine over the last few years, particularly with digging deeper into her character through Ahsoka, and a little bit of extra history with Rebels. I'm very excited to see where her story takes her. But yeah, just having that helmet corrected. Comes with the Howler. Absolutely fantastic. I love that beast. I did get it twice. I was very tempted to keep the extra Sabine that I got on the card, but I did sell it off just to help fund some other collectibles. So I've got the original that came with the big helmet. She's currently wearing the poncho on a Howler, and this one sort of stands side by side with Ahsoka the White. So yeah, Sabine comes in at 5 for me. Just, great paint applications, great detail. And yeah, just having the correct scale helmet, just tip this one in. Just punch this one into my top 5. Again, and this could change throughout the course of the year. So yeah, Sabine comes in at 5. Coming in at number 4, another character from Ahsoka. I think this one could have probably jumped up a little bit higher with the inclusion of a certain accessory, but we've got Balon Skull. Just a fantastic figure. I'm glad Hasbro went back to the drawing board and addressed the scaling issue that they had with the Black Series one. On the upside, at least they were able to sell a few more Reavers to fix the Black Series one. But if we were doing Landspeeder Luke's leg swap. But had this guy come with a robe, I was able to fit him out with a Imperial Light Cruiser Luke Skywalker's black robe, and that worked well. And then I used Return of the Jedi Luke's brown robe for Shin Hati as well. Balon becoming one of my favourite newer characters of the saga in recent years. And yeah, this figure is just absolutely fantastic. The lightsaber's great. Got that nice colour tone of the blade right. Yeah, he's got the peg on the side there so you can get his unignited blade in there. And yeah, when he's got a robe on, he looks absolutely fantastic. And I might actually just show you that right now. So for anyone interested, like I said, the Imperial Crew Light Cruiser Luke Skywalker from The Mandalorian. It comes with this nice sort of black hooded cape. I find if you get it sort of inside out first, there's just a little handy hint. Stepping away from the countdown for a moment, just a little handy hint for Balon and just giving him a little bit more love. That way that hides the seam underneath, but you get Balon hood up. You can depict him from that moment, from the start of The Mandalorian, or any other sequences where he's, robed up. If you can play around and get the hood down, super cool. But yeah, just wanted to share that little tip. Yeah, Balon Skull coming in at number 4. Really nice figure. Impressed with him. Coming in at number 3. This one I now have 4 different versions of, including the new Landspeeder one. Luke Skywalker from A New Hope. This figure has just blown me away in so many ways. Being able to do a custom and give him the Stormtrooper belt for the Death Star escape. Fit him out with the poncho. And just have him set up in a variety of scenes. One in the cantina, I've got one. This is the one I have with him standing with Ben. Really looking forward to a new Ben Kenobi, don't get me wrong. That's going to be amazing. Pair these two up. But yeah, this Luke this is pretty much what I've sort of dreamed of for a long, long time. This has turned out better than I could have hoped. And like I said, it was enough to get me a few of them. Just to spot through different scenes and replace older Lukes that just weren't as good, It's been a long time. Been a long time coming since this one. So got to get on it. Good range of accessories, you can mix and match. Play with some old Power of the Force 2 accessories if you don't want to get the Landspeeder version that comes with the poncho and the bucket hat. And the rifle. And all that good stuff. Which is why he came in at number 3. Luke Skywalker from A New Hope. Coming at number 2, this one is quite a new one, and honestly, it's blown me away. I was really, really happy with this figure. I hope this is a sign of things to come. From Jedi Survivor, we have Nightsister Ren. Just an absolutely wonderful figure. Accessories, a swap of hands, so you can have that, the green mist of the Nightsisters. Great details throughout. He comes with the knife that can go in the back there. But I like having her in this, this pose just works really well. One thing I have done since I got the figure, a couple of comments there was at least one comment on the video that sort of said her head looked a little bit too small. I think what more so was the case is when it came, the head was sort of sitting up off the neck a little bit. And yeah, probably just looked a little bit too giraffe-y, I think, from certain angles. So what I actually did is I drilled the head out a little bit, just so it sort of sat down on the neck joint a little bit tighter. And yeah, it sort of sits on the shoulders just a little bit better. But yeah, if they're going to do things like hand swaps and, extra accessories and effects like this on a standard carded figure, go for it. It's I think that's what we want to see as action figure collectors, is just really good new sculpts, playability, not even playability, but be able to change things out and have cool accessories like this. And yeah, she goes really well with Cal. And yeah, hopefully this is a sign of things to come for more characters from Jedi Survivor. Or Jedi Fallen Order even. I'd love to see the Nightsister version of her from Jedi Fallen Order. But this is a great look too. Fantastic figure. That's why she comes in at number 2. Now number 1. Yeah, another deluxe one, this one. This one came in just clear. like from the moment I got it and looked at it in the card, I was decided this is going to be this one's probably going to go all the way for the rest of the year, honestly. There was no doubt this was going to be in my top 5. I knew it. And yeah, he'll certainly be claiming a top 5 spot at the end of the year too. It's going to take a lot of beating. Momor Nadon, Hammerhead, just an absolutely incredible figure. I haven't got all these accessories with him. I have done a review, so you can check that out. See all the bits and pieces that he comes with. But yeah, this is just an absolutely unreal figure. It's just the extra gun that he came with. That was a nice nod to the Power of the Force 2 line. Fantastic. You know, it's good match of paint, details, soft goods, plastic, accessories, change out hands. Just sculpt detail. There's no shortcuts on this figure. He's just absolutely unreal. I can't recommend this one enough. I hope it's a sign of things to come with some new updated Cantina aliens. There are a few that are begging for an update. And yeah, this is the first since 2006's Saga line, I think. Or was it the original trilogy collection? I can't remember now. We're starting to get further and further away from those older toy lines. It's scary to try and remember how old they are. But yeah, Black Series did a Hammerhead, and he was fantastic too. But this one, just perfection. Absolutely wonderful figure. So that's why he comes in at number 1. So there are my top 6 figures. I get to have an honorable mention because it's my video and I can do what I want. But yeah, I'd love to hear your thoughts. If you've got a top 5, lay them out. Drop them in the comments. I'd love to hear yours. I'm looking forward to catching everyone else's top 5s or top 10s or whatever they do for the mid-year period. But yeah, if you're hungry for more TVC, we've got some good stuff coming out for the rest of 2025. I know I'm pumped. Looking forward to seeing what else they come out with. Good range of characters, good mix of aliens and humans and troopers and all sorts of stuff. So appreciate you tuning in. Drop a comment. Like I said, let me know what yours are. Can't wait to get back to you. See you again very soon for some more Star Wars action figure videos. Until then, may the Force be with you always.